What's up, guys? Got a video today on a 2011 rather, Toyota Avalon. This particular vehicle came in because none of the door locks would function properly. There was an issue that only the power door lock on the driver door would function with either the key fob or any of the interior door lock switches. Only the driver door would work. And long story short, after checking every reset and fob battery and fob reset or settings or anything like that, the only remaining possible cause was that all other 3 door lock actuators were faulty. And this seemed unlikely, but that was the last thing left to try. So I started with just the passenger front door, with that being the most commonly used door in addition to the driver door. That seemed like the best place to start. So I replaced that actuator, and when I got done with that, I left the door panel off just so that I could test things without putting everything back together, and it still would not work. And now I had a new issue with all the doors shut. If I tried to use the fob outside the car to lock the vehicle, I just got a long beep. And there are 2 possible causes for the beep. One is that there's an additional key in close proximity to the ignition, so there's like another key in the car, and they're trying to prevent you from locking that key in the car. Or the issue is that all 4 doors are not shut, like there's a door hanging open somewhere. And I went around and around the car, made sure all the doors were shut. No change. So finally I thought I'll sit in the car and shut all the doors and see if anything changes. And what I found at that point was that with having the door panel off on the passenger door, there was nothing to push the sensor on the door jamb to shut that door. And I can bring you in and show you this. Right here on the door panel is what contacts this switch inside the door right here and tells the car that the door is shut. So you've got to put your door panel back, or put some sort of a spacer, like a gob of duct tape or something like that, to fool the car into thinking the door is shut. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the door panel back because it really doesn't take that long. And one tip when putting these door panels on is to put your window down. They've got some clips up at the top, and it's a really tight fit, and you can really only get it in if the window's down. So put your window down, hook up your courtesy light, hook up your handle, and then make sure your lock and window switches, you've got the wires pulled through the hole. And then you'll be able to slide this top half over the door and then just push all your clips in place. And I'll bring you in a little closer to show you the fasteners that you're going to be looking for. There's a screw right here underneath a trim piece, and I'll grab that. Here we go. There's just a trim piece that you can pry out with like a door panel tool. There's one screw under there. Then you can pry your door locks and windows out. There's one screw back there. And right here there's a little rubber bump stop, and there's one screw in there. Other than that, it's all clips, and you're going to pull your trim piece off up here. There's not a screw under that, but you need to get it out of the way in order to lift the panel up off the door. And once you do that, you can pull your panel off. So now that I've got it just clipped back in place, that should be enough to tell our car that the door is shut. And, yep, you heard it there. I'm going to grab my key fob, if I can remember where I put it. it must be in the car because it locked it, or it unlocked itself. So let's go check the driver's seat. Yep, there's our keys. And let's see if the issue is fixed. So we're unlocked right now. I'm going to press the lock. And I don't know if you could see that, but the passenger door locked and the rear doors are currently locked. And I'll just set you on the inside of the door here. And we're currently locked. And now I'm going to try for the unlock function. And you have to press it twice, but you could see there that the passenger door unlocked, as well as the rear doors. Now we'll press lock again. There we go. Now I'm going to head over to the passenger side and try the door handle feature. Here I am just in proximity with the key fob, and I'm going to grab the door. You can see it unlocked. Now if I press the button, we should lock. There you go. So, if you're dealing with this issue on a 2011 or similar Avalon, where your rear two doors and your passenger door do not function, but only the driver door functions, start with your passenger actuator, and in my case, that took care of the rear doors as well. And remember that you need your door panel in place to tell the car that the door is shut. Otherwise, you'll be dealing with the same issue until you get that door panel back on. So, hopefully this was helpful. I can do a more inclusive video in the future with the door actuator replacement. I'll just show you quickly. You've got 3 screws that go up against the door jamb, and then there's actually that one 10mm bolt that holds the window rail in place, like the window guide. So just remove these 3 Torx screws and that one window bolt, and you'll be able to pull this out of the way. And then you can open up this right at the bottom. There's just a cover that hinges open, and your cables will pull out to your door handle. As well as on the back side, make sure to slide your lock rod down through this lever on the back side. Other than that, that's all I've got for today. Hopefully this was helpful. And as always, like and subscribe. Comment if you have any questions. And I'll see you on the next video.